I just need to share my take on team building. How many of you agree that it's all about team? This is the participatory part of my program. Thanks. Wrong answer. The main thing is to make the main thing the main thing. It's not all about team. Teams lose, Cleveland Browns. Teams lose, my Oakland Raiders. Teams lose, New York Yankees. Teams lose. My gosh, I love Cleveland. I love the people. I love the restaurants. National Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And all of a sudden, their pro baseball team, the Cleveland Indians, only need to win one more game to go to the World Series, and they lose 3 in a row. New bumper sticker in Cleveland, go Browns, and take the Indians with you. Are there companies going bankrupt right now as we sit in this ballroom? Yeah, and they have a team. Whoever said it's not whether you win or lose that counts probably lost. And yet you'll hear speaker after speaker show up in your meetings and say, there's no I in team. I didn't know it was a spelling bee. But do you want to play that game? I'll play that game. There's no I in team, but teams lose. There's 2 I's in winning. First I represents independent individual preparation. I've been in Super Bowl locker rooms right before kickoff, and the silent prayer of every athlete, please don't let me be the weak link. Please don't let me be the wuss. Don't let them run 95 yards through my 3 feet of real estate to score the winning touchdown and defeat my team. Please don't let me let my teammates down. Don't let me be the weak link. Second I in winning represents interdependent collaboration, which is a commitment to contribute. So yes, you were right. It is about team. They don't give Super Bowl rings out one at a time. But the teams that win have the greatest number of individual I players on them. It really does boil down to the individual leader. To illustrate the difference between a winning team and a losing team, let me just quickly invite you to the National Football League. Anybody here from Florida that I'm going to offend? I want to comparison contrast last place, first place, so you can leave this ballroom and clearly answer, why are you here? What is your main thing? In the 1980s and early 1990s, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were the worst team in professional sports. Not just football, basketball, badminton. A good bowling team could have defeated their entire organization. They lost every game. They lost 26 games in a row. The 4 of us could have lost 26 games in a row. We wouldn't even have to practice. After their 13th loss, holy cow, thank God their coach, John McKay, had a sense of humor. National TV, 13th loss, sportscaster says, Coach, how do you feel about the execution of your team? He steals the microphone. I'm all for it. Walk with me into their headquarters office door. Last place, they lost every game. Coagulated group of losers, and the saddest thing, no one cared. Not even ownership cared, and they have a team. I walked through the headquarters office door of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and my first impression, their I player was a receptionist sitting behind her counter, chewing her cud. Has on a cool little headset, big cud. I'm standing there in person on hold for 5 minutes while she's talking to her friend Shirley on the telephone. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to get into my appointment. Maybe I ought to just show up to the address on the paper and join the party. When I shared with whom I was there to visit, she doesn't get up and give me any personal customer assistance. She buzzes me through this little clinical sterile gate. I said, thanks. I walk past her counter. Behind her counter is a table with 4 unmatched chairs around. It looks like a garage sale. When I get into the meeting room, there in the corner of the conference center is a stack of 4 old Pizza Hut pizza boxes, trash all over the floor. And when I interviewed every single one of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers football players and asked them one question, why are you here? Their answer, I'm here to play football. That's it? Yeah. My cholesterol counts higher than my SAT scores too. Last place, coagulated group of losers. No one cared. And they have a team. It's not all about team, ladies and gentlemen. Teams lose. Comparison contrast, last place Tampa Bay with first place Dallas Cowboys in the same season in the same week. Any of you a Dallas Cowboy fan? I'm so disappointed. Did you hear that? We're in Texas. Years past, didn't matter if I was in Brazil or Belgium. When I say, is there a Cowboy fan in the house? You'd think you're in a cattle drive. They're like, woo-hoo-wah! And now we just had a few folks kind of like this, not really any hands, but you're looking at me like, if we could just get all the guys out of jail on the same weekend, we could win. Let's talk. Do you know how tough it is to be a Dallas Cowboy these days? They're all on probation. They can't even huddle up. They can't affiliate with known felons. So they're stuck on the sideline. Hey, where do I go this time? Hey, stay further away from me. The frequency on my ankle bracelet's really going to act up, man. We're all going to get arrested. What's the next play? But in the 1990s, the Cowboys were America's team. They won 3 Super Bowls. I'm still great friends with a lot of the guys on those dynasty teams. Walk with me through their headquarters office door and equate it to you being that I player, that winning I player that makes everything else different. I walk through the headquarters office door of the Dallas Cowboys and everything is glass and brass and crystal and leather and everything's perfectly in its place. Does this stuff matter? What if you got in our economy? What if you got a brochure from Mr. Mazuka and says, we're going to cut back this year. We're going to have our hands-on meeting in the Motel 6 in Toadsuck Ferry, Arkansas. And you're all good sports, y'all support, and y'all show up. We check in, and when we get into our rooms, we feel violated because everything's screwed down. You can't even pick up your remote control. You have to aim it and shoot. You keep missing the TV set. Even the pictures are screwed to the walls. This kills me. Why do they think we want to steal pictures of wheat? This place matters, does it not? This is an awesome resort. Thank you for your hospitality. I don't know about you, but the towels in my room are so fluffy, I'm having a hard time getting my suitcase closed. Do you find that? Tomorrow when I slide out of the lobby, I hope you don't see the robe underneath my jacket. I'm going to be cool about it. In the Cowboys, they even have their own name, Valley Ranch. Do you understand the power of names? Can you Xerox this for me? It might not even be a Xerox copier. Can you give me a Kleenex? Might not even be a Kleenex tissue. I ride a Harley Davidson. Do you realize Harley Davidson actually has people who have tattooed their company name on body parts? Talk about branding. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a guy in the mall with like Taco Bell on his bicep. What's up? Yeah, represent. Yeah, chimichanga. Whoa, what's up? Burrito. With all due respect, I never realized the importance of names until the O.J. Simpson trial. He was my hero. I just heard the orange growers of Florida offered O.J. Simpson $9 million to change his name to Snapple. That's funny. How was I greeted at the Cowboys? The receptionist, total class, sophisticated, elegant. Hi. Welcome to the world champion headquarters office of America's favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. It's a great day. May I help you? I almost threw up all over the top of that counter. No one is that sweet, no one. And when I shared with whom I was there to visit, she doesn't buzz me through some little clinical sterile gate. She gets up and makes me feel like I'm the single most important person who ever walked through that door. She gets up and personally escorts me to the meeting. She interrupts our meeting 7 times. It's like a Diet Coke, a Diet Pepsi, a Reebok, a Nike. They're selling everything they can get their hands on in that stadium just to subsidize Deion Sanders' former contract. And when I interviewed every single one of the Dallas Cowboys football players and asked them the exact same question, why are you here? They got this internal bold intensity. They seemed to ooze from every pore. They seemed to stand a little taller, a little straighter. They got right in my face and they said, we're here to win the Super Bowl. Why are you here?